The point that I want to drill home is that admissions is sales. For you to truly take your admissions to the next level, you must shift your mindset from customer service to sales. Your team needs to be bought into the firm belief that your program changes people's lives for the better. Now, a great way to do this is to plug your team into case studies, current alumni, and even current student opportunities. Now, I recommend having your admissions team, your sales team, consume each of these daily to keep them in the mental frame that your program is truly changing people's lives. I just want to be super clear in saying this. Sales is not evil or annoying if done properly. If you truly believe that you're changing people's lives and if you can change someone's life, it starts with admissions. You need to maintain the mental frame that it's your moral obligation to continue following up with a prospect as their future is in your hands. Admissions is the gateway to a new life for a person. It's why it's so important to continue following up. Now, to be extremely clear, before I continue, none of what I'm about to say will actually work for you if you don't have conviction about what you're selling. If you don't genuinely believe that you're trying to talk to them about actually helping them and you don't truly believe it deep down in your bones that you want the deal, there will be no deal. Now, you have to actually want their business and mean it. It's so transparent to a lead when you don't give a damn about them versus someone who actually cares about earning their business. Truly great salespeople pursue leads relentlessly because they understand that their interest at the beginning of the sales process is substantially higher in comparison to the lead's interest. In order for the deal to get done, they must match. Sales is literally just a game of interest. As the salesperson, you must keep your interest at the highest point in order to actually get the deal done, to actually get the lead's interest up to your level to actually join your program. Poor salespeople give up early in the sales cycle and let down on their leads just because the lead's interest is low. Therefore, no enrollment will actually happen. You have to raise the interest level of the lead over time. When salespeople give up on a deal, it usually comes in the form of these excuses. Hey, I couldn't get a hold of them. A person scheduled a call with me and they never showed up. It was a bad lead. I got them texting back, but they just started ghosting me. As you can see, there's a pattern of the lead ghosting the rep and then the rep just simply giving up on them rather than actually pivoting how they are communicating with the lead. It's always the worst salespeople with the most excuses for why they aren't closing leads that they're actually claiming. You will get unqualified leads here and there. Absolutely. That's just naturally going to happen. You have to accept responsibility and accountability around how your actions, or lack of action for that matter, lead to a deal happening or not. If someone's ghosting you, change how you're communicating with them so that you have better odds of actually getting a response out of them. Sales team structure. You need people actively reaching out to your leads, getting them excited to buy, asking them to enroll daily on your behalf to truly scale your program. We found the best way to do this is by having top tier commission-based sales reps. A question I get a lot is, do I get an appointment setter first or do I get a closer first? If you're good at sales yourself and have a steady flow of leads coming in daily, hire an appointment setter first. An appointment setter's full-time role is to actively reach out to prospective clients and build relationships with them to set up sales meetings daily with you and the rest of your sales team. This person can be 100% commission-based as long as you have the right volume for them. If you have a database of past leads in your CRM, this person can work these leads too. You can also train this appointment setter into a closer as you go. If you don't enjoy sales nor have the capability to actually grow your business, hire a closer who will actually take your sales calls and close those deals for you. Now, as far as like a enrollment process, you need to have a sales process. Having a rep and just throwing them into the fire and thanking them as a cash register, it will not work. Especially commission-only reps, just because they need to be supported or else they will just disappear on you. We recommend using a two-step meeting approach, a discovery call, and then an enrollment call. I want to be extremely direct in saying this. These meetings are to convince a person that this program is the right move for them, not just to answer questions. Again, for you to take your admissions to the next level, you must truly shift your mindset from customer service to sales. Since your team is fully bought into the belief that your program changes people's lives for the better, we can focus on making sure that the program is an actual fit and selling them on the opportunity. Following up with value-driven follow-ups. These are my favorite. So post-meeting actions must be met between the salesperson and the lead. You got to give them something next to do. It can be literally something like, hey, I'll just give you an intro course on what the job actually entails. You might even be just like, hey, we had our discovery call. We're going to get an enrollment meeting on the books. What time works for you? I have this time or this time. Before both of these meetings, pre-meeting actions are extremely important to ensure the prospect actually shows up. We need to sell why they're going to actually show up. Last but not least, most of these deals won't close on the first call. So you're going to need to make sure that all touch points, whether it's email or text, need to give value first before making an ask, especially even just like reminders. Yes, we can use like, hey, your call is at this point in time. Anything outside of that, we need to make sure it contains some form of value. We like to use what we call value-driven follow-ups. I have more videos on this. Shoot me an email and I'll share some more videos specifically on this topic. Too many times, salespeople are so selfish. They indirectly are saying to a lead, hey, I'm reaching out, see if there's any way that you're ready to actually pay me. This is super selfish. You need to become selfless to actually sell more. In every follow-up, you need to make sure that there's some form of value and it's a selfless way. So some ways you can do this is like selfie follow-ups. If you've seen some of our other videos, these are a fantastic way of following up with value. Screenshots of your current clients winning, videos of your current clients, videos going over like what your product and service actually entails, your program, testimonial videos, testimonial images. If you have some form of gift to actually give them, this is a great way to do that. We have, like when we first started our agency, we worked with some contractors. One of the ways that we would give them like a free gift in our outbound sales process is we would just go and write them like a 5-star Google review and then send them like a little screenshot like, hey, boom, just give them like a little gift that way. If someone tells you something about their personal life, you can absolutely like just check in something like super like subtle. Like if someone has like their wife had surgery, hey, praying that your wife's surgery went smoothly, just something super simple, not with like, hey, praying your wife's surgery went well, when can we get our next meeting? Just something like nonchalant, at least just to keep the conversation flowing. Give them materials, Excel sheets, templates, think like swipe files, SOPs, things that are like easy for them to implement that are like truly valuable and going to help them. Special bonuses, discounts, just to kind of incentivize action. Big list, the list goes on. If you want other ideas on this, shoot me an email back and I'm happy to help you with that. Finally, we can use this to really build a big pipeline. Oftentimes people are busy in their day-to-day lives. They got stuff going on and they'll be like, hey, just follow up with me in 6 months. Okay. You're going to want to make sure that you add that into your CRM as notes and create like a notification to actually follow up with them. At that point in the sales process, when you do follow up with them, that's when you can use value to follow up with them. Because the last thing you want to do is like after 6 months, hey, can you sign up for a call? I want to take your money. Like it's selfish. You're not going to get a response. If you follow up with value, like, hey, you mentioned you wanted me to reach out. Here's a recent case study of a alumni of our program, of them winning. Wanted to see if you were still interested in hopping on a call. Boom. Like that's a great way of a non-selfish follow-up. Long story short, use these to really build a massive pipeline and